Practice humility. Practice silence. Silence is the best key. I know a lot of y'all like to win arguments, but you can't never win an argument.
That's real. Come on, that's you just said a mouthful right there.
Mm-hmm.
As we do these prison stories, we don't do it to glorify prison. I know you said a lot that might, turn a young man up, but we don't do this to glorify. We also just try to, for the most part, educate about your experience and going from there. But if you don't mind taking time out to speak to someone like a Carmelo Anthony or someone who I heard, a little YN who I hear is taking penitentiary chances, who might be in your same fold when they was 14, just trying to get to some money, looking up to the big homies. Speak to them as far as what they may lose if they actually,
Well, I'm telling what my daddy told me many years ago when I was a very young man. Pops told me, he said, son, there's 365 days in a year. He said a swamp can have 365 alligators in a swamp. He said every one of them alligators can have a full-course meal and be hungry. You can step on their back and they won't even bite you. But all it takes is one alligator in that swamp that had not been ate, and he gonna devour you. He said all it takes is one day out of 365 days for you to get caught. It could cost you a lifetime. And that's what happened to me, you know what I'm saying? Now listen to Pops, man, you know what I mean? He used to always say, Ken, them folks got 24-hour shifts. He said, you gotta sleep, you got to eat. He said, you gotta take a break. He said, they don't take no break, they just switch shifts. He said, if they don't get you today, son, they'll get you tomorrow. They got all the time in the world. He said, all they need is one day out of 365. It's like that alligator. They need one alligator to be hungry to devour you. And that's why I would say to young men, you know what I'm saying? You may be getting away today. You may have got away for 60 days. You might get away for 300 days. But all it takes is one day, and it can change the trajectory of your life in the case of Brother Anthony. You know what I'm saying? So all I can say to the young people is what you go through, you grow through. Life and what you get into is what you don't allow yourself to get into. As a man thinketh, so is he. Belief is everything. Whatever your mind believes and conceive, it can achieve. So put your thoughts in front of everything because the thought is the cause of it all. Your mama didn't just like your daddy. Your mama thought about how fine he was. She thought about that wood and he gave her some wood and you here because they thought. You know what I'm saying? Had he not thought about your mama, you might not been born. Had you not committed that crime, thought about getting away, you might have not been in the penitentiary. As a man thinketh, so is he. If you think positive, keep a positive mental attitude, you can potentially, bypass some of the things that I went through. And remember, man, be by yourself. Practice humility. Practice silence. Silence is the best key. I know a lot of y'all like to win arguments, but you can't never win an argument. And if I was standing 50 feet from y'all and you was arguing with somebody, guess what? I wouldn't know who's the fool, you or him. All I know is that y'all both arguing. So when you argue with a fool, you become a fool too. And get rid of that dead weight, man. That'll keep you out of prison. Don't follow the Joneses. Don't follow the norms. You know what I'm saying? Do your own thing. Sometimes you follow the crowd will lead you straight down Telly Park. And dead weight is simply a book pack on your back that weighs 50 pounds. Once you take that book pack off your back, you're gonna feel like Muhammad Ali. You're gonna be able to float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta get rid of that dead weight. And one thing I'm gonna close with is the eagle. I love eagles. Eagle is the American bird. Eagle wings spread 9 feet. Eagles don't fly, they soar, just like this here. When the eagle sees a storm, it goes into the storm and it shoots up into the storm and it propels to the highest peak because eagles fly high. If an eagle see a pigeon, an eagle fly away. I ain't got nothing against the chicken. I ate some today. But the thing with the chicken, but when the eagle make love, it glides in the air. You'll never see an eagle and a chicken making love because the chicken only jump 3 feet. So, but the problem with the eagle is not that he can beam down on his prey and see it 100 miles away. That's not his problem. His problem is not his strength in his paws. His problem is when he catch a weasel. When he catch a weasel, he ascend 10,000 feet in the air and he descend 10,000 feet to his death because the weasel eats his heart off. And that's what these weasel ass bitches and niggas gonna do to you. Let them go. Don't be like the eagle. All the great things I told you about the eagle. His simple flaw was a weasel. Your flaw would be a weasel ass nigga. A nigga that's a snitch. A nigga that's jealous. A nigga that don't want to see you do good. A nigga that's gonna try to sneak you about your bitch behind your back. Dirty ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? Nigga that got tender in the zip, a weak ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Me, or a weak ass bitch that's trying to sneak and get your man. You know what I'm saying? Me, that's playing with your man behind your back. That's stealing your clothes. Those are weasels. Get them out of your life, young man, young woman. You'll be all right. You know, you'll be all right.
Come on, man. Man, that's a sermon right there. You didn't give a mouthful. If you don't mind, Kenan, for those who want to follow, the HHF movement, if you don't mind, just kind of dropping some knowledge for people that want to see what Pimpin has going on.
Well, the Hip-Hop Fraternity is an organization I started in 2000. And the purpose of the organization is to give young artists an opportunity and a platform. So we feed the artists for free, we let them perform free, we let them park for free. We've been doing this for 7 years straight. Well, 6 years, going on 7. And we have the HHF Awards, we have HHF Clothing, HHF Magazine, HHF Radio. We have our own social media app. You can house it or you can get on it through HHF Social on Android, and then eventually on iOS or Apple pretty soon, and Microsoft. And we also have the HHF Awards, which is an annual event that we throw, and we praise our artists. We have HHF Films, which we got a movie coming out with Ice-T, Boosie, and Rick Ross and myself, and one about Pimp C, about his death. We got a literary agency, you know what I'm saying? I signed Boosie to a book deal. I signed Rick Ross to a book deal. So we signing people, we doing movies, we doing our own app. We got our own clothing line, and we about to do our own music distribution. So we want everybody to just go to RealPimpKen_, and we also got a new thing that I put out. It's called On the Spot with Pimpin Ken. And On the Spot with Pimpin Ken, I pull up on you and I pull my camera phone out and I just catch you spitting lyrics on the spot. So if you see me, just say, Uncle Ken, I want to get on the spot with Pimpin Ken. We put it on all our platforms. You get millions of people see you. All the A&Rs, all the record labels, everybody get a chance to see your flavor. So yeah, that's what we're doing.
With that being said, I got to say, man, it's been not only an honor, but it's been a blessing to have you on the platform. Thank you for speaking on the situation that just recently happened. Hopefully someone out there in the world is understanding what even that young man is going through and what a lot of young men are going through, whether black, brown, white, whatever they got to go through when they kind of get into that system. So you did your time, man. You're out here, you redeemed yourself, and you're putting young brothers on. So I appreciate you. With that being said, Pimpin Ken, this is Prison Stories 101. I salute you, man.
Salute.